Hello and welcome. Continuing my NFL preview tour, looking at all 32 teams in the run up to the kickoff of the 2024 NFL season, which takes place on Thursday, September 5th. Today, continuing with the New York Jets as we make our way through the AFC East. Well, the Jets, things did not go as planned for the Jets last season. They lasted about 4 snaps before Aaron Rodgers was lost for the season. The Jets struggled to a 7-10 finish, ending up third in the AFC East. Now Rodgers is back, and they have plenty of pressure to deliver a postseason appearance. The Jets didn't see many players go this offseason. They lost Bryce Huff, who was a good pass rusher for them. They lost right tackle Mekhi Becton in free agency, and they dealt Zach Taylor to the Denver Broncos, but they did make some moves, bringing in Tyrod Taylor as backup quarterback. They also traded for Eagles pass rusher Hassan Reddick. Although that has not turned out that well, he has not yet reported kind of a doubt about whether he is going to show up for this team. They also added Javon Kinlaw on defense and Tyron Smith on offense. They also moved to beef up the passing game first by signing veteran wide receiver Mike Williams, who comes over from the Chargers. He caught 309 passes, 4,806 yards, 31 touchdowns the seventh season with the Chargers. In the draft, they took Olu Fashanu with their top pick, but in the second round, they snagged Malachi Corley, pictured here. He caught 259 passes for 3,035 yards and 29 touchdowns in 4 seasons at Western Kentucky. Later in the draft, they also got Braylon Allen. They got Isaiah Davis to add some depth to the backfield, and they brought in a development quarterback in Jordan Travis. So when it comes to fantasy, what are we expecting? Well, there's a few questions. The biggest is, how is Aaron Rodgers? He shows signs of being healthy and on track to return. It's hard to tell what kind of quarterback he's going to be. I thought he looked like he was showing a little bit of signs of wear and tear and fall off before he left Green Bay, and we never really got to see what he looked like as a Jet last year. Still, I have him in the QB2 range. In the backfield, Breece Hall is the man. He was RB2 in 2023, despite a woeful offense around him. I like him as a top 3 RB again in 2024. Among his backups, I like Braylon Allen the best. He's kind of a low-end flex for me. In the passing game, the Jets are led by Garrett Wilson. I think he could reach his full potential with Rodgers at quarterback. I like him as a wide receiver 1. I think Williams and Corley will be involved. Williams may be better in 2024, but Corley is more of a better dynasty pick. At tight end, they have Tyler Conklin. He could be an interesting contributor at times. So where does this leave the Jets? Well, there was a lot of promise and a lot of potential for the Jets in 2023 that went out the window during that first Monday Night Football game. But they still have a very strong roster. They still have a very strong defensive roster, and they have some good pieces on offense. The AFC East is loaded, as is the AFC in general. But I think the Jets are a good enough team that we could see a 3-way battle for a playoff spot in the AFC East. I think the Jets can win 10 or 11 games and make it into the playoffs. I don't know if I believe they're a Super Bowl team, but I think they can make the postseason. The question is